Thank you for tuning in to Last Breath TV's Throwback Thursday. This is where we show off all of our favorite whitetail, turkey, hand fishing, antelope, mule deer, and bear hunting episodes from the past. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell notifications so that way you never miss an episode.
What? What? I'm right here. What do you want?
So the first week of deer season has kind of came and went, and you guys know this farm. You've seen us kill big deer in there before. It's mid-October. Cameras are firing off. We have a couple new bucks show up, Tilt and Stiffler. We're after them. So at this point in the season, Jesse and I are kind of bebopping around this farm. We're moving stands into new locations to try to get in front of Stiffler because he's frequenting the farm a heck of a lot more than Tilt has. He's pretty much in there daily. We've had a couple daylight sightings of him on camera, and we moved a stand midday, hunted it that night, and that's when our first encounter happened with Stiffler.
All right, guys, we're back in the pasture today. A brand new set, kind of. Matt and I hung this tree stand last year, midsummer, and we never sat in it last year because we never got east winds. This year, we prepped it and everything. We took it down last week and moved it where we've been sitting, where you guys have been seeing us sitting. Well, guess what? We've got 5 days of east winds in a row, and every deer we've seen in this place has walked by this tree. So guess what we did? We moved the set back. Actually, we went and got more tree stands and moved the set back to here. So now we have 2 sets back here, and same east wind tonight. Hopefully, one of these big bucks that worked by this tree stand is going to come by here this afternoon, and we're going to get a shot at him. Stay with us. This is going to be a good one.
We got aggressive on these deer. We hung a new stand. We jumped in it right away. And we hadn't been sitting there 2 hours, and we heard the corn rustling and some grunting going on, and behind us across the creek, a good buck stepped out. Couldn't really tell what he was, and probably after 10 minutes or so of us trying to get a hole through to look through the trees, we noticed it was Stiffler, and we did everything we could to pull him off this doe, and finally we got him to come across the creek.
What? I'm not going to shoot across the creek. It's too far for this. I'm not going to shoot across the creek, but if he comes across, I will. He's going to come across. He's going to come. There he is.
He come down the bank, across the creek. It was beautiful footage, except he never gave me a shot.
I can't shoot him. There's no way.
I noticed the deer over, told Jesse. We're in a frantic frenzy trying to figure out what it is. I finally saw that it was Stiffler, so we put a plan together. We called to him a couple times, nothing. Called to him again, here he comes. And I'm sitting behind the viewfinder just thinking, oh my God, if I was hunting right now, he'd be dead because I can shoot him all day long and Jesse doesn't have a shot. So I'm getting frustrated. He's getting frustrated and he goes away. So we're sitting there and I'm like, dude, just hit him.
As soon as he got out of eyesight, I grabbed the rattling horns, just tinked them together real quick, and brought him right back to us.
How close can we get? I mean, he was 35, 40 yards. He'd come all the way to like 30. I just didn't have a shot. Everything you wanted to happen just happened. And now he's going to walk right past our other tree stand.
He was on alert, and when I was full draw, I went to stop him, and he jumped away.
And
And then as soon as he's getting ready to stop him, it's over as quick as it started.
All right, guys. November 4th, time change day. It didn't get us this year, thankfully. We're back in it. In this new set we hung yesterday, actually. Had a great encounter last night with a 4-year-old we call Stiffler. He's on the kill list. Unfortunately, it just didn't work out the way we wanted to. He's in here, and there's 5 other ones that we'd be glad to wrap our tag around that have frequented the area within the last couple weeks. We've got pictures of, so any one of them would be just fine. So we're gonna sit here, it's rainy, it's 48 degrees.
So the weekend's over. I'm on my rutcation. I'm back in the same stand 2 days later that we had the encounter on with Stiffler. I'm having a pretty solid morning. I'm seeing some bucks, seeing some does, and Mother Nature calls. So I had to hurry up and get down out of the stand really quick, go find a tree, do my business. And as I'm down there, you guys will never get to see this footage, but I see does bebopping through the brush running at me, and I see antlers, and I'm like, oh my God. And so little did I know it ended up being a 2-year-old buck. I let him go off and away, started scurrying back up the tree. But as I got 3/4 way up the tree, I noticed out in the center of the pasture coming into the flat that I was sitting on, a big buck tending a doe. So I'm self-filming. It's middle of the week. Jesse's working. I'm sitting here for about another 30 minutes after I'd gotten back up in the stand. I had reset all the camera gear to the other stand just because I didn't like how it was going to play out. If a deer did happen to come between me and the creek, I wasn't going to be able to get the shot and everything on film. So I jumped to the camera stand and started hunting out of it. Well, I just had this funny suspicion just to look behind me. Sure enough, a deer's coming my way.
Matt. Holy crap. Oh, baby. Oh my God. Guys,
So you'd think it was a good shot, right? Well, I did too, until I watched him walk 500 yards out of my life, or at least I thought I did. So I waited 3 hours, waited for Jesse to get off work. Had my buddy Zach Bowden, who hunts across the road to the north. In case we happened to follow him into where he hunts at, he could help us get him out. We started taking up the blood trail, and we walked, and we walked, and we walked. So Tilt has went a long ways. He's bled quite a bit. He's bedded down a couple times, and we get 15 yards from him and jump him up. He runs around the corner. We don't hear him running anymore. So we waited a couple minutes and started inching our way forward. So I walked the creek edge around, found him laying in the creek bed, and finally finished him off.
He's done.
And put an end to this nerve-wracking experience.
All right, guys, here he is. It's Tilt. We believe he's a 5.5-year-old, 4.5-year-old at least buck. Got on camera this year. Been in contact with our neighbor Zach a lot about this deer we got going on out here, but he was definitely one on the kill list, and couldn't be more happy to have a tag on him. It was a really long and stressful track job. A lot of bad things happened. A lot of good things happened, but he's down. It's starting to rain. We got a 3/4 mile drive with the 4-wheeler out of here, so we're gonna get him loaded up and get him on down the road.
C05KO0.
If you like listening to hunting stories as much as watching them, then check out our podcast. The Last Breath Huntcast is available on iTunes, Spotify, and all other major podcast platforms.